When I was young, my brother shat on me.
What the fuck? You didn't need to one-up me, man. I wasn't proud of it. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Cancellable Podcast. My name is Bardia. I'm here with Kurosh.
Hey.
And we're here with Faisal.
So we ate Faisal.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
We went on a trip.
It was a time. You know,
We'll miss you, Faisal.
he fed us for a good couple of days.
I mean, the massages.
Yeah, tenderized them.
No, but Faisal's back is pretty fucked up. So that's a good way to put it, right?
Yeah,
His back is
someone blew his back out.
No, man. No, but his back is pretty fucked, and he won't be able to join us today. But he got us, and we're gonna do that.
Sorry.
If you're not a fan of us and of just Faisal, yeah, sorry. Welcome to the dark comedy. Anyways, but by the way, how Faisal fucked up his back.
Yeah.
It got me thinking, we should do another fitness challenge.
No.
Please.
No.
No, come on.
No.
It'll be fun.
No.
This episode airs towards the end of July.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. End of July. We'll give a good intro for everyone. For August, we'll start it.
Like last time? Like
No, not
okay,
10,000
for the new
steps.
listeners, a couple of months ago, we did a fitness challenge.
Don't look at me. Look at the camera when you're giving new listeners. Like, I don't know. Yo, you're like staring at my soul, dog. Like, Jesus Christ.
Dog? All right. What was the fitness? What did we do? 10,000 steps a day?
And cold shower every morning.
And cold shower every morning, which
I'm good.
sucked.
No.
It
I
sucked.
just realized how much better I felt when
you
I
weren't
used to do-
sick the first week with fever.
I got sick after.
Yeah, after you got used to the cold water at that point.
Actually, I feel like the 10,000 steps, I did the steps and the shower. You did also. I mean, your sickness was much worse than mine.
I had like fucking 40-degree fever and standing in a cold shower. It took me every time like 2 hours to get
That
my
might
body
actually be
temperature.
better.
No, it wasn't.
No, they say like when you first of all, 40 degrees is way too hot. So the second you hit a 40 degree, you actually have to jump in an ice shower. That is the cure for it. That's like the immediate thing to do. So
It didn't work because I was sick for 8 days instead of like 2.
fair enough.
But anyways, you want to do that style?
No. I maybe the cold shower. I might be down for that one.
Okay.
But the 10,000 steps. hell
Faisal
no.
can't do the cold shower. If you live in a villa in Dubai in summer, there's no cold water.
Okay.
There's no even mild water. It's just hot.
Okay. So
It's hot and boiling. You know, in the summer, if you leave your heater on in villas, the water that comes out of the heater is colder than the cold water.
no, I used to.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know. I
Yeah.
know that.
Okay.
Like,
So we can't do the cold shower.
yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, we won't do the cold shower, but let's do a fitness challenge.
Are we doing each person hits this target, like they're done for the day, or are we doing competition? Who can do the most of something?
No.
No
We
competition.
can't do competition, bro.
Okay.
You and I, obsessive personality, we're gonna lose on a lot of actual work stuff because I feel like you and I are just gonna
And
be up
Faisal
in
has
the
an
chat.
office job.
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna be beating him in terms of like reaching the goal, and you and I might kick in, and so it's just gonna be like. It's gonna be counterproductive to doing a fitness challenge for our better self because we imagine like episode 30 was like
No, so
we put one of these dummies instead of us just to trick the others so we can do a couple workouts before. But
what we can do is, I mean, since we're this whole thing, the 1 month challenge thing is from Rogan and their podcast group.
yeah,
So I remember one year they did a very like intensive like competition style, and the next year they didn't want to do that, so they designed it that it's kind of like hobby based. Like you take new classes, or like you take like 15 new classes in something, or I don't know, something that like it doesn't have to be fitness related. It can be like you can do fucking like they did hot yoga classes and shit. I actually really want to try hot yoga. I've never tried it.
I've never tried yoga.
Me neither, you know.
Apparently, yoga is really good for you.
It's really
I just
hard,
thought it was a
apparently.
chick thing, but like apparently
No.
it's really good for
It
you.
used to be chicks and hippies,
But the second Goggin started doing the stretches and stuff, I was like, I probably should do it. Like, but okay, how about this? We do one class a week
Okay.
because of our schedule.
Yeah.
We do one class a week that we do something new.
Every week a new one?
Yeah, so like we do one yoga,
Yeah.
one. I know you and I want to do the archery and the axe throwing one.
Yeah.
So we do one of that.
Axe
one.
throwing, there's no axe throwing in Dubai.
There is one.
There's one in like what do you call it? Like amusement park style.
Oh no.
But it's not like they don't teach you.
Okay. So,
I mean, like actually learn a skill.
okay. So
I was thinking we can take like a pool class, like
A
playing
what?
pool.
like billiards.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like swim. You don't know how to swim. Like the fuck. Like, dude. Like okay.
Negatively buoyant.
So pool. No, you're not. Pool. I'm down.
Does fat make you float?
I don't think so.
Does fat sit on top of water?
I don't think so. I think
Oil does. Oil is fatty.
I think it's very different when it comes to human fat because, like, I feel like you become heavier regardless. So, like, gravity and water, you still sink much heavier. Otherwise,
Right, yeah.
fat people would just be
Floaties?
floaties,
Yeah.
basically. Imagine.
The plane crashes, you just find the fattest guy, sit on top of him, like claw him.
Jesus.
Oh my god, yeah, that scene in Titanic when the chick is on the wooden board.
Yeah.
Imagine it was a guy with a hard dick. Hold on to the handle.
Jack is like, don't let go.
Let go, bitch. Let go.
Please let Jack's like, bros, can you also put your hand there? The guy's like losing it. So like,
The water is really cold, so it starts shrinking. It's like, no.
Jesus Christ.
But this
No.
happens in phase. I was not here. You know?
Jesus. No, but seriously, okay, so we do one pool, one hot yoga,
Bowling?
bowling. How about we just do an activity?
Are we taking lessons in these, or are we
Yeah,
just?
I feel like we just attend the class for yoga.
Okay.
We then do another one with hot yoga.
Okay.
We do one with cold plunge as an activity.
I think that we should do the cold plunge thing, but not as like a. See, the thing I was thinking is that like, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I definitely noticed with myself and like older men, like father figures and like all of that, is that men as they get older, they don't really, their hobbies get less and less. It just becomes work, come home, and try to like gather your energy to go back to work again. Like my dad, when I was young, like he would go to the gym a lot. He would play golf. Like he would do a lot of like fun shit. And then as he's getting older, he just goes to work. He comes back home, and then he doesn't have energy. I mean, a lot of it is energy based and age, but like that kind of sucks, doesn't it?
It does.
Like when was the last time you did something as a hobby?
I don't think I do. Yeah, because like, well, the podcasting thing became like a thing for us. that we
Yeah, true.
started.
But other than this, like especially like activity based.
None.
Like remember, like before when we were younger, we would like once a week go play volleyball,
yeah, we used
or
to.
like I don't know, go bowling or go do this
Paintball. We
paintball.
used to do
Yeah,
paintball a lot.
yeah.
We
But
can't
like,
do paintball in August. by the way.
fuck that now.
No.
No.
It's way too hot.
But like, I feel like I don't know. We should keep some of the like childish energy.
Okay, let's decide the challenge.
Okay.
So we do one challenge,
One
one new thing,
one new activity a week.
week, and I think we can set a goal for ourselves. For example, we say, okay, this is my weight at this time of the year, and it has to be realistic. Because, like,
Yeah.
let's say, like, the very, like, realistic thing, the real thing that happens when you do like workout, you plateau at times.
Yeah.
So you won't be able to, even though you're working your ass off, like
Yeah.
you won't be able to make it, like whatever it is. So we say, okay, we set a goal weight. You try your best to make it, and at the same time, we're doing one new activity 1 week every weekend.
Okay. What if you don't hit your goal? What's the punishment? Because that's the fun part.
Yeah, because
Last time we didn't get to punish anyone.
last time we didn't punish anyone.
But see, the challenge we're setting now, there's no, like, none of it is difficult that would require punishment.
No, but the challenge thing is all of us, so like we're gonna do it.
Yeah, that's just fun.
Yeah, unless someone has to like emergency like travel.
Yeah, we'll
or
just
whatever.
schedule
Like,
around it.
That's
Yeah.
something we have to be considerate of. But no, but let's think about the goals thing because I feel like that's gonna be difficult. We'll set up the goals, and then the punishment we'll say.
I'm still a fan of the punishment we came up with last time.
Let's do that one.
The waxing.
Yeah,
Okay, but
but just the legs. No, because they got aggressive. No, because there's no way if you don't meet your goal, you don't meet your goal.
Yeah.
Last time we're like, okay, if you miss 1 day, it's the leg. If you miss 2 days, it's the front. If you miss 3 days, it's the
Your
back.
asshole.
So 4 asshole, 5
ball sack.
ball sack. That bro, like I was terrified. Like I was terrified. Like,
Yeah, but you didn't miss a day, did you?
no, I didn't.
Yeah.
You neither did
No,
you, and you're
no.
sick for 8 days. Like,
Yeah. I didn't want my testicles waxed. I've never been waxed before.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Only Faisal has, and his story was not
Yeah,
nice.
it wasn't a
Like,
good advertisement for
so
waxing.
let's do that.
What are we doing?
We set a fitness goal for ourselves by the end of the month of August, and
Okay.
August is like 31 days, so that's a good amount of days.
How about we do like a sauna aspect to it?
Ooh,
Because that could be something we can fail at.
I'm down.
Sauna is easy to fail at.
I'm down. Elaborate though, because like
I'm trying to think what would be a reasonable thing that like is hard to achieve but also not crazy. Like if we say like 20 minutes a day, realistically, because we don't have a sauna in either of our houses, it means we have to go to the gym every day, which sometimes is not realistic.
the benefit of a sauna is
Yeah.
doing it, if I'm not wrong, for 30 minutes a week. If I'm not wrong.
I think 20-minute sessions, I think, is the minimum.
No, I remember 45 minutes. 45 minutes. A
Per
week.
session?
A week.
Oh,
a
okay.
week. So that means that you can split to 3 15
15
minutes or 4. I said 45, right?
Yeah.
So 4 11.25 minutes.
No, that would be too easy.
No, going to sauna is hard, man. You
No,
and I
no,
have been trying
but
to
11 minutes is achievable. We want it to be kind of like on the edge of,
Okay.
am I going to get waxed or am I not going to get waxed, you know?
Okay, 15 minutes.
Okay, three
Twice
times
a
a
week.
week.
3 times?
3 times a week.
3 times a week, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Sauna,
Yeah,
a fitness goal, and
Okay.
one activity. That's heavy
yeah.
month.
I was going to add cold plunge to it as well.
Cold plunge, we just do it. We just
Just
do
for
one
fun.
of the experiences. We do
Yeah.
cold plunge.
Okay.
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 And we video it, and we also
Should we call Faisal?
yeah. Let's go.
Okay, we'll be back.
No, we can.
Oh, we'll keep going.
Yeah. Let me just try to put the mic for you.
No, just when he answers, hold it to the mic.
Yeah, we can cut the part that I'm just like.
Yeah. How's the episode going?
Hello?
Hey Faisal,
Hey, man.
welcome to the Cancellable Podcast.
Oh, my God.
So we talked about how like we need to do another fitness challenge.
Yep, I'm already regretting it. Okay, tell me.
And okay, so this is what we think we should do for the month of August. We do one new activity every weekend. So we were thinking like one is that like we do cold plunge. One of them we do
Yoga classes.
yoga class. Like shit. No, bro, yoga class is hard. You're gonna regret that.
I know it is. I'm just surprised that, given my size and weight, you like telling me, "Oh, let's go." Okay.
Okay, hot yoga class by the way. So like get ready.
Hot yoga.
Like the room is hot.
It's like doing yoga outside,
I
basically.
thought maybe it was. Okay, I thought something else. Okay.
Okay, now no, none of that. And
We'll hold you down. I'll fart in your face.
no, that's not hot, bro.
Get in downward doggy. Let me fart in your face right now.
Jesus. Okay, we do a new activity every weekend.
Mhm.
We do 3 sessions of sauna
Every week.
every week.
Three sessions.
Yes,
Okay.
15 minutes.
Sounds good.
And we set a fitness goal for ourselves. We're like, okay, for example, like in consideration that like there's a plateau in mind that like people hit a plateau when doing something for like fitness goals, as in like weight and stuff.
Yeah.
We put a realistic goal that by the end of August we have to have made a change in ourselves.
Okay, makes sense.
Like for example, let's say I want to gain or lose 1 kg is a bit low, but like let's say, is it low? I've never
Person to person is different.
person is different, but like I say, okay, I want to achieve this, and it has to be realistic.
I think
Each of us is different. All of us have different kind of fitness goals anyway.
Exactly.
And we do that, and if one of us doesn't make the fitness goal or doesn't do the sauna or doesn't do the activity,
Okay.
but their legs get waxed.
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Last time we did it also, so yeah, I'm down.
All right, let's do it. All right, I'm going to let you go because I don't know how audio is with the phone call, but...
No
Yeah.
worries.
All right.
Yeah.
Miss you, Abby.
See you then.
Yalla,
See you.
bye. All right.
So we're actually doing this?
Yep.
Fuck.
But let's get into the hobbies thing.
Okay.
I actually want to know.
You got really agree.
Today, by the way, I was like, yo, what's up? So, that kind of hit me a bit hard, man. Like, that
What?
I don't, because when you said the volleyball thing and all that,
Yeah.
now, if you realize what we do is that, like, work from morning to, like, fucking
Whenever.
to break down. And then we have the podcast, which is, like, something I really look forward to.
Yeah.
And then other than that, I feel like we have, like, a kind of gathering with all our friends once a week. And
Bro,
that's
recently
it.
we've kind of like gone back in time and we just sit down play Monopoly and shit. Like,
I'm not playing Monopoly again, bro.
no, I know, but
That's
like
that shit was ridiculous.
we've reverted back to playing board games and like.
While drinking,
Okay, yeah.
because I'm
But-
not because going to clubs and stuff is not like
No, I don't
Okay.
want that. I'm just saying like, our hobbies are non-existent, basically.
Yeah. We don't have anything outside of our routine.
Yeah.
Like that
so
has
we need to
become-
like shake that shit out
Okay,
of
I'm
us.
down for that because, okay, for example, when you mentioned your dad, right?
Yeah.
Same with my dad. Like he used to be like very active. We used to do things like, I mean, situations are different. Like for example,
Yeah,
my
of
dad's
course.
like in a different country and stuff.
Yeah.
But like I know for him, like his age and everything, same with your dad. He goes to work, comes back home, rest, and the only thing that he does is like poker.
Oh,
I
nice.
really liked it though, because like him and his friends, for example, would travel to Cyprus
Nice.
and did a poker tournament, and then went back.
Poker,
Like,
I mean, is great, like on your mind
it's great.
in terms of like playing
Yeah.
high level and stuff.
Yeah. So,
But
unless you want, but we can't.
I suck at poker. I've played twice. Every time I just bluff because I don't know what the fuck I have in my hand. Every time I have Google open on my phone, I'm like, I guess this hand could beat the other one. I don't know, but let's play till the end. And then I make such outrageous bets because I think I have a good card, but I don't.
Yeah, 'cause
that people go out. I'm like,
remember.
yeah.
My voice broke because like I was so disappointed. I was like, motherfucker, like that was such a big pot. But anyways,
Yeah, but like, okay, let's think of like, what hobbies would you like to have when you grow, like when you're older?
100% I want to keep the gym.
Okay.
That's why, like, even right now, one of the reasons I want to do the August thing is because gym has been like I've been going to the gym for past 11 years,
right.
but except for the year and a half that I was like completely off. Actually, and a year and a half during COVID,
yeah.
that fucked me up. That full on fucked me up. I went out of routine, and then getting back to it. Now I have such a gym became not like something that I must do because my head, the clarity and everything.
Yeah.
Is that it became an option, and that really fucked with the consistency. And when you have something that's for your health, for your benefit, and shit like that, you have to have the consistency.
Right.
I don't have that anymore as much. I try my best. I told you I'm trying this new thing as well, but I know for my own sake, when I get older, I need the gym to be continuous.
But that's like a mandatory. That's not. Let's not call it a hobby. I know it's fun and you enjoy it and all
Yeah.
of that, but like, I don't know. Like, I feel like,
it's where we live as well. Like for example, like you know how Rogan does like hunting.
yeah,
Fuck, we can't do hunting here.
you can always fly out.
Are you shitting money? Like every weekend we fly out
No,
somewhere.
no,
Like,
bro, you don't go hunting every weekend. You go like once a year or twice a year.
no, he does more often.
Because he lives in Texas. But
I
like,
know
really-
that's not a hobby if you do it once or twice a year, though.
No, but you said train for it,
No,
bro. Hunting, like, it's
No.
not. You have to like, for example, like he does bow hunting, right? He shoots his bow every day.
Yeah,
And then
I get your point. But
Yeah.
for think about it like this, let's say we fly out once or twice a year.
Yeah.
To go hunting.
Right.
Which still is unrealistic because right now we have, actually we don't have as much this time as later, but, and anyways, but how to like we're thinking about the shooting the birds thing. You can't even shoot an arrow in your backyard unless you might kill someone.
Yeah, true.
So, in that case, we need to think about like, what can we do?
I don't know. I feel like we should have like at least one day a month. That's just like a boys' night that we do like a sport activity.
That'd be dope.
It would be, but good luck arranging it.
No, sports, like the guys are always down. Like the volleyball thing, there's some of them are still doing it.
Yeah, but like we
We
live
just
in
don't
this.
like the people that
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
true. But we live in this great country, and I feel like we don't take advantage of shit.
We have to
Like
look into this. Like we have to look into what kind of options.
no,
we get
but
to
even
have.
like simple shit, like going to the beach. How often do we go to the beach?
Not at all.
Exactly. People like, let's say you lived in UK, you would kill to go to the beach, especially if it's a 20-minute drive away and the weather doesn't suck dick.
Now kind of does, but yeah,
I mean, yeah, but still better than fucking blizzards and shit, you know?
yeah.
Or there's zip lines and fucking I don't even know what else is there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta have to look
out.
into it. But like
Yeah.
zipline thing, right? Remember how I did the zipline Rasakaima?
Mm-hmm.
Nat kind of was like, let's do this. She was terrified.
No, but like simple
She was
shit.
crying. As she
Yeah.
was like trying to get.
But I heard
prepared.
that one's not scary. It's just long.
No, but like you have to think about it.
Like it's not steep.
It's the longest zip line in the world.
Yeah.
So when you do it, first you're so high in the mountains.
Yeah.
So it's not as steep because gravity doing a lot of work for
Yeah,
you too.
true.
But at the same time, if you look down, you're like it looks like you're flying out of a.
I saw a video today from Iran. This kid was on a zip line stuck. Then the rope just let go.
Damn.
The kid lived.
How?
I don't know. But I don't know, fell on a tree or something like cushiony. Or I don't know. I didn't pan down the camera. It was a GoPro. Like it was just like the kid went down. But no, but even like simple shit like going for a hike. When was the last time you went for a hike?
I don't think I've. When I was in Iran.
Yeah, but like there's so many good hikes in UAE.
Let's do it.
Well, not now. We're gonna wait like 3-4 months.
No, but like let's figure out shit because like I think when we do this challenge in August, it's gonna open our eyes to the fact that when we want, we can make the time for it.
Yeah.
And the thing about the challenge that I like, it makes it mandatory.
Yeah.
So it doesn't leave room for any bullshit excuse.
Unless you want your asshole waxed.
We thought I said legs. Chill out.
You said legs.
Faisal hurt legs. That's 2 against 3, bro. Like, and I'm not losing like already. Like I'm not gonna lose.
Motivating enough.
Just like so, like I'm not gonna lose to this shit. By the way, you said Iran. I remember one thing.
Yeah.
Remember when? Have you went to the amusement parks in Iran? So just to give some clarity to the like kind of background to the audience, we have this amusement park there, and it's old as fuck. As in, like the Ferris wheel has gone off the rails a
Multiple
couple
times.
times.
Yeah.
And it just is such a normal thing. You're like, oh look, like, Daddy is a tire.
Here goes
And just people like. So it's so normal.
Jesus lost the wheel.
Yeah, Jesus lost the steering wheel. And so I remember there was this one of these machines that like had, I don't know, like it's kind of like moves like this, like a hammer kind of a thing, but it has like a bunch of fucking people in it. Like imagine my fist
Okay.
is like a place where people are seated, and there's this arm and mechanic arm.
Okay.
And it just moves like this and it goes around and shit like that, bro. The seatbelt's like it's like a caged surrounding of it. My
Yeah.
seatbelt went off.
Oh fuck.
So I just like moved. So I just held on, and until we got out, it was so fun. I feel like that's why you and I are adrenaline junkies.
Yeah.
Because like we kind of accepted that like shit just happens, just make the fun up. Most
Bro,
fun.
when I was a kid, we went to Turkey, and you know those, I don't know what it's called, but you're in a boat, and then you're sitting in this like parachute,
Yeah.
and then they like let the parachute go up. You're in the air, and the boat is dragging you.
Parasailing.
Is that what it's called? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. But I go up. I'm too young they forgot the age restriction, or like my ass wasn't fat enough at the time, or like what it was. I was slipping through the seat. So all I'm imagining is my dad holding me by the fucking chest. It's like, just hold on, just hold on. And then my brother, when he was young, he went with my dad, got motion sickness. As the parachute was coming down to the boat, he started vomit, like projectile vomiting. There's 8 other people in line that are supposed to go next.
Oh, it wasn't like one of these that like, they just take you?
No, it was like a bigger boat that had like other couples that can like go on. She was just like vomiting on everyone.
And the seat. So imagine the other person like...
No. It was like, like, like throwing acid at
Oh,
people.
it's our turn.
Fuck. I'm getting waterboarded.
They get like a bit of a gag with the oh fuck and tear around to the next couple. And just
You know, when I was young, so my cousin is one of these guys that if he sees vomits, he's gonna throw up.
yeah.
And then where we were at this gathering, there was another kid that was the same thing. I got sick. I had to throw up. I throw up. My cousin sees me. He vomits. The other kid sees that, vomits. I see the vomit. I vomit. Ended up in this vicious cycle.
Have you seen the scene from Family Guy where they take the thing and they just all throw up?
Oh my god,
Dude, that is such a funny scene. I always fucking listen, like watch it like every couple of months or something like that because it's so funny. By the way, I'm the complete opposite of people who get gag reflex.
Yeah.
Because I've had people like even throw up on me and I've been like so chill about it. Not by choice. I was like,
Give it to me.
oh my god, someone's throwing up. Let me just slide in. Like,
Put it right here.
no, but
Motorboat me.
I was like, I was sitting in the car and like someone like felt really sick and
Yeah.
we're driving on the highway, so you can't stop.
Yeah.
So the person just starts throwing up, and he just the throw up just goes down, like goes into my jeans and shit like that. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, can't do anything. Gotta get home, shower. Like,
Fuck it. It is what it is.
but that reminded me another place, like another mission, like rides in the Iran's amusement park. Is that like one of these like we call them
Ferris wheel?
no safine, like it's like a
It's like a UFO spaceship.
we call it the spaceship kind of a thing because it's like a disc that spins.
Yeah.
So there was one person sitting there and he just starts throwing up as the spinning thing happens. The throw up is
Just
just
hitting
like,
everyone.
it's so good.
Headshot.
Other people started throwing up. It's so good.
When I was young, my brother shat on me.
What the fuck? You didn't need to one up me, man. I wasn't proud of it.
He was like, he wasn't a newborn, like he was still in diapers. So my mom, she took off the dirty diaper, cleaned him up, but before she put on the clean one, she was like holding him like American football for the people who are listening, basically, yeah. And then she was giving me a glass of milk. She hands me the glass of milk. At the same time, my brother just does like full on like diarrhea, like all over, like waist down on my leg, and I'm just there like milk.
How long were you able to drink milk right after?
I don't remember. I was too busy wiping shit off my leg.
It's like, oh, cookies and milk. My favorite combination.
Chocolate mousse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for this challenge that we're doing, right?
Hobbies.
Wow, how did we get to this?
I don't know. But anyways,
Don't even try to like find. But okay, so we said hot yoga. We haven't tried hot yoga.
No.
I feel like the snooker classes, it's not that good.
Okay, the reality of the situation, I say reality a lot this episode. I feel like the reality of the situation is that when you do like pool or snooker class, that's a commitment. That's not like, oh, we do it once a week. You know, like you gotta be serious to learn and shit. And I'm a pretty decent pool player.
Okay, I'm not. But what else can we go to? Cooking class?
What?
Cooking class?
No.
Knife making class?
Yo.
I don't know if they have that here.
Okay, I didn't tell y'all. Actually, when you said when you get older, this is like my fucking thing. As right now, my YouTube algorithm is fucked. So basically, there are these like YouTube creators that have like something called like like antique restoration stuff, and am I saying it right?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, like you were just like
Restorations, yeah.
restorations, and basically, like, if you found this like gun from 1912,
Oh,
that's
I've
like
seen those. Like
in
it's
the-
like super rusty.
like it's like a fucking, it's like this,
Yeah.
and they're like, let's fix it,
Yeah.
and then they take it into the like they start like using these stuff on
Like
it.
they sandblasted. Because I know exactly what you're talking about. Because I've been down this rabbit hole, and
So good.
bro, my whole YouTube algorithm, it's comedy podcasts, these restorations, car wash videos. Like when they find a car that hasn't been washed in like 45 years.
Yeah. Same.
You just sounded like you came a little.
Yeah. It's so good. It's so good.
That when they clean parkings and like
With the power wash?
yeah, and
Oh.
mowing grass and everything.
Dude.
There's this guy. I think it's called SBD gardening or whatever. He goes around, does
You
it for.
sounded Iranian for a second, because Iranians, when they want to say like speed,
Yeah.
they say
Speed,
speed.
yeah.
So you're like SPD. I was like,
There's
speedy.
that. The last category is table making, like wood and epoxy table make. You haven't seen these,
No.
bro. You're gonna come so bad.
Oh my god, no!
They take the.
I got so scared. I was like, oh my god, no, I don't wanna.
No.
I mean, tell me about it.
They take you like throughout all the steps from like they buy it from like the shop that's like cutting down the trees, everywhere, like polishing it, finding the design, and then you know what epoxy is?
No.
It's like this clear liquid that you can like fill wood with. So like these tables come out with like being like, imagine like a nice walnut table, wide and long. Oh my god, it sounds so weird.
I mean,
With
I'm
like these like
actually
dark
curious.
black spots that like they use black epoxy in the middle. It looks orgasmic.
Okay, so the thing about mine is that
I feel like we just lost 90% of our view.
they're like, what the fuck are you talking? No, but seriously, like one of the things I want to have in the future is to have like that kind of dad garage kind of a vibe.
Oh,
that,
like,
when you
all
put
your
the
tools and, like-
everything you can make shit.
Yeah.
One thing that I for sure won't be able to have on it, but I would love to have. By the way, the sand thingy.
Yeah.
I judge one of the YouTube creators that don't have it. I'm like, bitch, you're not doing it right. It's not as satisfying when
I've never done it, but I've watched it. You know that thing that they say that like if you do anything for 10,000 hours, you become an expert at it.
Yeah.
I've watched so many videos. I feel like an expert.
You can make a table. I feel like the way
I've never touched it, so
but I feel like you
have
know
a feeling it's a little different.
it is difficult. I give them credit for that, but and other than the
If that was the case, people who watch porn a lot are sex gods. Like,
I'm pretty sure people who watch porn a lot are like,
yeah, not sex gods.
Not sex
yeah,
gods.
so that idea doesn't.
yeah, it doesn't apply.
Yeah.
That you just like proved it wrong, like the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
concept. But another thing that I love is this. I know you hate it. It's called Forge and Fire, but there's other people that they're like, oh, I'm gonna make this knife
Okay.
out of just 24 nails,
Oh, I've seen those.
dude.
What is wrong with us, man? I feel like a bunch of 60-year-old men.
What?
Like other
Bro,
26-year-olds are
black
like,
Damascus katana
yeah.
that was made with bronze. And
Yeah.
did you watch that one?
Yeah, yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
fucking Christ, that was so beautiful.
It's weird that we've never talked about this.
It's weird that like you're gonna watch the same shit.
Yeah, I
Mine's
know.
comedy podcast, like knife and shit making, and like
Shit making?
knife.
You know, I've
making.
actually made a knife before.
You
Like
have
from scratch, yeah.
How?
In, where was it? I think in Vietnam, or was it in Vietnam or Cambodia? They had like a tour, like a classes. You take it, like, it wasn't like making out of nails. It was like a normal piece of metal that you had to like get it hot, hammer it down, and then
Damn,
like
that's
do the.
oh my God,
The only
that's
thing
so-
was I couldn't keep the knife, because
Oh,
how am I gonna take it through the airport? You know?
fuck,
Yeah.
bro. It's so this stuff
So
really,
satisfying.
yeah.
It's so much harder than it looks.
I know how
It's
hard
so
it is.
much
bro.
harder,
By
yeah.
the way, our like cute little pretty hands, like
Yeah.
there's no way it's gonna like fucking survive the shit
That
they
shit,
do.
yeah.
Because the guy was like fucking sanding the whole thing with his bare hands and shit. I'm like, dude, wear a glove, man. Like, it's nothing. Nothing.
Have you seen those videos of like the woodworkers and stuff that lost fingers and shit? Bro, it's so good. Well, all right.
Phrase it.
So one of the guys I watch, his name is his YouTube channel is called Blacktail Studios. He's a
Okay.
woodworker, he makes tables and shit. So he obviously he knows a lot of woodworkers that are from YouTube and not. And he did like interviews with them on like how they've injured themselves severely, like using the machinery and all of that. And then he took all of those scenarios, had the devices, and then you know those like I think they call them like ballistic dummies.
Yeah.
The stuff that like looks like a human tissue, but it's a dummy. Yeah, it's like a what do you call it? So he ran those like through the like the sewing machine and all of that, and you see how the fingers get mangled, or some of them the hook grabs it, keeps taking the finger with it. So it's not like, oh, let me pick up my finger and go to the hospital, reattach it. It's like
let me
mince
find,
beef.
like
No,
the
no, no.
jigsaw puzzle of my
It's
finger.
like mince beef. Like there's no
Jesus.
putting that shit back together. Yeah.
There was this video,
Okay.
not related to like this stuff, but like there was this guy who had to do. Well, I think it was a parody of it. He was doing a safety test of a playground with a kid dummy,
Okay.
not a dumb kid, like a,
Yeah.
like an adult. Imagine like, go and play. Let's see how.
We want to see the slide that doesn't reach the ground, like how bad the drop is. Hey, retard. You know, I've learned a new thing for instead of saying retard, saying you're half special. It's so good, right?
Okay, so halfy. No, not halfy. Half special.
Half is just like you
Yeah,
have a
half.
semi, like
Yeah, but like half special. Come here, and then like no, but the dummy one, man. He was saying that like, oh, do you think this kid, this bars are not safety protocol because the kid can pass through them? He just throws the kid like and it bangs to the like.
is it in a public park?
Yeah, man.
Oh my god, man!
Like
I just-
it's like, is this safe? He just does this, and the kid fucking flies out. He's like,
Bro, imagine like you're a parent walking your kid from like 200 meters away, so you don't see it's a dummy. You just see a grown ass person like throw the kid down.
he's like forcing it in, like kicking it.
Is this
Oh.
is this park child molest proof? You just see him deep throating the dummy. Nope, I
No.
can't.
No. I don't think that's how the test is done, man.
The dummy's holding the bars. You found this.
No. That's so wrong.
Oh, I'm sure that's what the kid would say.
That's so wrong. Where's
No,
my dad? The
No,
problem
he's
is
like, no.
where's my dad? Like,
Dad, no.
oh my god.
We need Faisal, man. We need Jesus and Faisal.
Oh my god.
No, you were saying you'd like to have like a manly garage thing?
Yeah, like I feel like because you have this as well. Like when we're trying to like do home improvements and shit.
Yeah.
Like when I made the bar.
Yeah.
Like it was the best thing ever. I felt like a project, and it was a project I fucking scheduled it, did everything. Just like these stuff excite me.
I feel like it kind of triggers like a manhood thingy.
I think
Like
so.
I built this, although we bought all the pieces from IKEA. Like it's not like we went and
No,
cut down
but
the
like,
tree.
you know,
but yeah,
it took a lot of work. I'm gonna take so much credit out of
Yeah,
it. Like
yeah. No,
everyone
no.
was like, I think one person was like, "Oh, you got it from IKEA." I'm like, "No, the pieces, but everything is done by me." Like,
yeah. No,
No,
it
but-
feels good. For me, it's cable management. If
I know,
cable management
I've
is
asked
just
your help,
it
like,
makes my dick hard.
he has the best cable management OCD there is. By the way,
I wouldn't say it's healthy.
I took a picture once. I was gonna send it to you
What?
to fuck with you because I had this shitty ass
you
cable
piece of shit,
management
dude.
like under like
Yeah.
Nat's dressing table.
Yeah.
She fixed it, like she organized it
Okay.
herself. But like I was gonna be like, just send the picture and be like, of course she's not gonna sleep.
Bro, legit, it's a job to be a professional organizer for people.
It is.
What the fuck?
It is. Actually.
Why did I go to school? Why did I study engineering?
I mean, might help the engineering part. Is like, this is not even.
No, you don't need engineering. You 3D. Oh my god, I just got so pissed off. I just had a stroke. You don't need 3 years of fucking studying how to build a building to fix a closet.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you know, I think in schools they should change all schools. Stop teaching all this bullshit. Teach you about finances, about like how to make businesses, how to pay taxes, and then all the like weird jobs that they can introduce to you.
So here's the thing: there was this like thing on Reddit. They were saying like, what would you advise someone about the education system? Because like the paying taxes and all these stuff are actually not learned in school.
Yeah.
And another thing they were saying is that the one thing the school does is actually teaching you to be introduced into the 9 to 5. You don't get taught, like now they're introducing the entrepreneurial classes and stuff like that, but before it was like you just do as you're told. You can't do it by yourself. You have to work in this. Like all this kind of mentality they're
like
enforcing
grooming you.
But they were saying that the most important thing about school is not learning the material itself, it's learning how to learn, if that makes sense. Is to be able to understand and like...
Yeah, but did you learn how to learn, or did you learn how to memorize shit quickly and let go of it really quickly?
Pretty good recall memory.
That's for me personally, I learned how to study under pressure in a short amount of time. An hour after the exam, let go of 90% of it because I had no interest in it. And like you don't get to pick your subjects, right?
100, like we went to a different curriculum for high school even, but like usually other people who go to high school, they just do the classes and that's it. We had to pick the shit that we wanted to learn. But realistically, no, most of it you don't use it. Most of it you unlearn it later on. Like everything needs repetition to be be kept in your memory. If you don't have the repetition, like you and I can recall Joe Rogan episodes much better than like anything else because like we keep listening to like podcasts.
No, because we're interested in it.
Yeah, we are.
But like school, you're not interested in it.
True.
Like imagine like school if instead of like half of the shit we learned like environmental science and shit that realistically 99% of people don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
If they taught you like different trades, like how to build shit, how to fucking like different career paths that are like how to do plumbing, how to do like actual trades
plumbing
that are...
is not like the best example. I know you're just trying to make a point.
No, but like who was it? Steve Harvey gave this example. He had a gardener and he worked for him for like 20 years. Over the years, he built that business into like a multi-million-dollar business. Like it's not like if you become a plumber, you're just stuck at that position. If you're learning plumbing and also woodworking and all these different trades, at the same time, they're teaching you how to structure a business, how to pay your taxes. What are the ways you can what are the best classes we had in high school? It was business. For me, it was economy. And then on the side of that, you like biology, I like math, like all that shit, right?
But there is one thing. For example, I'm going to make university as an example, okay? Because I was studying, I was doing pre-med, all this stuff I was taking in high school was medical related. But for example, in university, I took classes like philosophy, I took classes like business law, and it was Western law even. It wasn't like applicable to where we're living. But I was so interested. Like I was so interested in philosophy. Business stuff for some reason it just stuck with me, everything I studied. Like when you do different classes that you general public don't give a shit about, it could actually also spark something to be like, oh, like ignite like a interest, like, oh, I'm pretty interested in this. I am recalling pretty well how this works. You know what I mean? Like these kind of stuff like also will help you.
Yeah, but if you have the choice to pick, like remember
some stuff we need to learn, we're not learning. That should be there. Like the whole tax thing that you're saying, how to build stuff, how to like be organized, be all this stuff. Because like when you're in school, high school, and university, you have that like you have to attend the class, you have to do this, you have to do that, and then you're introduced to the outer world. You're like, do it all, you know, like it's all on you to figure this out. You're like, oh, I used to have this and that to like keep me in line and everything. Yeah. And it's just like, no, like you need to teach organization skills. Like you need to teach like making taxes because it's such a big thing. Like that kind of a skill.
Or
like,
teaching you like stuff like communication, how to make a deal, like that kind of shit, you know?
These are available now, but not as much if you don't pursue them. They're extra classes in a way. Right. But like, for example, one thing for here, for example, in uni, like let's say all the business students, one of the main things we should have probably learned is how to open up and do a business here. Yeah. I had to learn all of that from scratch myself, and I had to go through how when it comes to paperwork, regardless of what company you're in or which country you're in, paperwork is the biggest headaches, and there's always bumps in the road. None of that shit was all ever like told. I knew how to like do the interest rate and all this for the bank and stuff, but I wasn't gonna work for the bank. But like I knew how to. I mean, finance, I get it, but like like they miss out on a lot of things to teach you. And I agree with you on that for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Even the hobbies thing that you're saying, like in Iran, I remember even in high school at one point they had DT.
Yeah.
And like in Iran, we also had to take classes where we learned how to like do the electricity wiring and
Do
stuff,
wiring, do carpentry.
and all that. That shit became like an option
Yeah.
in high school, and then afterwards it's done.
No, but we had like, remember that bullshit we had, theory of knowledge?
Oh, that was such
That,
That-
why is the sky blue? And you can't give a scientific answer. And the answer they're looking for is like, oh, I see it blue because of my perspective on life. And like, shut the fuck up.
No, I like that. Then it goes a little bit in philosophy that you need to question stuff and everything, but like the class was put in such a wrong way.
Yeah.
Like if one of the reasons that one of the people was like, proof. I remember this question very well. It was like, prove to me that there's no chair here. And so the teacher was giving an example that someone wrote like a 2-page answer of why the chair wouldn't be there and stuff like that. And someone wrote, what chair?
Okay.
And that person got the 100% correct answer. What chair are you talking about? There's no chair here. So
So we're just pretending shit doesn't exist.
yeah, because it's trying to give you that like it's complete outside of the box. I kind of sprayed out here.
Yeah.
Complete outside of the box kind of a thing. So that's one of them. But
Is
like,
that outside the box or is that just stupid?
no, that's like okay. Think about like you need to kind of like learn in a way that like you can just be completely abstract with everything that you want to think about. Like everything can be possible and all that, just to like be able to question everything.
But everything
Break
is not
down-
possible.
No, yeah, shit out of your brain. You can't. Like it's not like
Well, I do that.
technically. No, shit out of your ears.
Yeah.
Like you can't. Like
No, but like, I don't know. I feel like it's a waste of time.
could be.
It is.
But for you it was. But
No,
you had to take
there
it.
was
and
not
go
a
with-
single person that found that class useful or enjoyable.
No, I hated the class myself.
I got
and
kicked out of class for a year and a half. I didn't go to that class.
You did it? How the fuck did you pass?
So what happened was,
You felt so good. Like, so what happened was.
what had happened was, is that the teacher said that I was telling her how I think this class is bullshit.
Yeah.
And as you do to a teacher
Of
that's
course.
teaching that class.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, let me give you an example. I'm like, what? She's like, how do you know you're a man? I'm like, I can't answer that in class because it's inappropriate, but I know I'm a man. And she's like, no, but how do you know I'm a man? I'm like, because I got something in between my legs that you don't. She's like, how do you think I don't? I'm like, if I show it, will you? And then she kicked me out at the class. And then she came outside. She was like, why are you being so like, why are you messing up the class? I'm like, listen, I think this is bullshit. And I'm going to do this every class because I can do this. Because you know how we had like different groups of people, most of the classes were together, right? So most of the classes I had was with the people who were taking high levels of maths and physics.
Yeah.
Those are not usually the type of people who are down with like, oh, explain why that chair is not there when the chair is there. They're black and white. So everyone in the class was just like tearing into her, and I was definitely one of the top ones that was doing that. I was like, I'm gonna keep doing this. She's like, just don't come to class and just hand in your assignments, and then you get the grade that your assignment gets you. I was like,
Fucking motherfucker.
Cool. yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of the class either because my field also was pretty black and white. I feel like the only people who liked the class were the art students and like the
Even them,
environmental.
they didn't like it. It was weird.
First of all, the teacher wasn't great. That's a whole other thing. Like one of the reasons I loved philosophy was because of a teacher.
We had philosophy?
I know. I'm talking uni.
Oh, okay.
Like one of the things I believe like is like a big thing is like if a teacher is passionate about the subject, it kind of gives you that as well.
Anyways, we went off on a massive rant, but let's go back to you were saying you want a dad garage. I'm really interested in this because I've thought about this a lot.
I just want to have like, you know how you said like, oh, they should wash their car after 45 years
Yeah.
and stuff. So I feel like it would be dope to have like a personal project
Yeah.
to like buy a really old, like dope car, but really old and fucked up
Like rusted.
and rebuild it.
Yeah,
And,
that's-
like-
and also if you have your own personalized garage and everything, you know how easy it is to dismember a body.
No.
Yeah, if you have blowtorch and you have like all the tools and like
Yeah.
saws and
This
everything.
goes to the whole sand blaster kind of a thing.
Oh yeah, you can sandblast their dick off.
Yo, no, I'm just saying, like, you
Oh my
really-
god, imagine putting that off someone's asshole. Just sandblasting in there.
Yo, that's gotta be painful.
Yeah, I'm not doing it for their pleasure.
Yeah, you gotta do such a good soundproofing job. Like, honey, Dad's going to the garage to work on his new project. Okay, if you hear anything, do not open the door. Like,
Or do, you know?
no, but that's how you traumatize a kid.
Well, if they have my DNA, they might join in.
I mean,
Daddy, give me
depends
the
on
sandblaster. I
age.
wanna blast
Depends
this
on
guy.
the age. Depends on the
Yeah,
age.
true,
Okay,
true.
like very much.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was this comedian, Mark Norman.
Okay.
No, Norm Macdonald.
Okay.
Like he was saying that like there's a really good like how you recall your parent is not like you tell your life story. You do one single image. If your dad commits suicide, you're like, oh no, what the fuck, all this stuff. If your dad was doing the erotic sophisticated, where's face of Twitter?
Sophistication.
Asphyxiation.
Okay.
Let's say.
Your dad was choking himself to come.
Yeah. If he dies by that way and you walk in a room, that's the only image for the rest of his life
Yeah,
of
that
the
one-
idea of the parent.
That one is pretty hard to forget.
Bro, like, man, you want that? Are you? Fuck.
Yeah. Even if he doesn't die, still.
That's it. I
that's-
don't think you can build that relationship back. Anyways, if you want to dismember and kill people in the garage, just do the proper soundproofing. But like
Yeah.
the amount of tools you have, you can do a lot of shit.
Oh my
You
God,
just need a
yeah.
bathtub or some shit there as well. which
You
is
need a
kinda
bathtub?
to dissolve.
Oh, like acid? That's not the only way to go.
It's probably the easiest.
No.
What's the easiest?
Cook it and put like a neighborhood chili day. Like,
Yeah. No. Bro.
no?
If someone's missing, like,
I saw a video on Reddit, which is always a good start to a story. They were cooking this guy's foot on a barbecue.
isn't that a movie from?
No, this was pretty real.
Okay.
And I was thinking, like, would you try that?
Someone's foot?
I mean, let's say you went to a barbecue, right?
Okay.
And they're like, this guy died, and we're cooking this just to try it. The guy, it's not like he was tortured. Like, we just came across this leg.
Not convincing now. 100% legal. This is food.
I wouldn't know if it's legal
No,
or not.
I'm saying
but
like, let's put
say
this scenario. 100% legal. You can eat it. It's foot from someone.
Yeah, let's say calves. This foot is pretty tough to chew on.
Yeah,
I imagine.
But I think, yeah, I hope so. That you're just imagining. But like even calves, bro.
But in a foot, well, you're gonna fucking suck the toenail, like.
No, I'm saying thigh.
Okay, so you came across someone's thigh on a family barbecue. Would you?
I might take a bite. Like I'm
I mean,
curious.
you gotta
like,
try it, right?
I might take a bite. I'll be like, what
How
is
does it go? Would you put sauce and seasoning on it?
No, I want to see what the taste
The
is
actual
like.
taste
I'm not looking to have a feast. I'm just
What if it's
like,
good?
If it's 100% legal,
What if it's good?
I'm fucked. Like, I'm like fuck. Like, I'm a cannibal. Like
You start looking around at everyone at the barbecue, throw them on. Oops! Oh, I guess he's cooking. Close the door.
he says it's legal for this foot. You're the remaining of it. Like,
Have you seen people eat monkeys?
but we talked. Remember the brain thing that I said?
The what thing?
The brain thing, like wrongly said that was Malaysia. It wasn't apparently because like if our friend from Malaysia, like look at them hating on
Oh,
us.
that was a while ago. You said no, but this one I saw, it wasn't like monkeys in a cage getting eaten alive. This one was, I don't remember. I think it was like somewhere in like the jungles of South America, like those tribes that like barely have been contacted by like outsiders.
Indigenous.
Yeah, indigenous, and they like one of their like highest valued meals was monkeys, and if they managed to get a monkey, and this guy, his name is Steve Ranella. He has a documentary. He has a show on Netflix called Meat Eater. He's been on Rogan and everything as well. He's a really good hunter. He has a couple of books and everything. So he was showing like the way this tribe hunts, and then they grabbed the monkey, and the way they cooked it was they just tossed it on fire to get the hair like all like frizzed up.
I was just gonna say frizzed up actually.
It looked like a baby. It looked like a kid. Like, because when all the hair is burnt, it looks like those kids from Pompeii that they show. Legit, that was it. That was the closest thing.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, it kind of changed my mind on eating monkeys.
I mean, we do come from apes, so
Yeah, but we're just discussing eating humans, so I don't think that's a problem. But
yeah. So if you don't have a problem with that, why the fuck wouldn't you?
I think it's because the whole body was burnt.
Okay.
It still had the shape of. It wasn't like, oh, here's a chicken breast.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It was.
I mean, just
Still
like, we
try
even
it.
talked about it. Like at the moment of desperation, if the only source of food is that, you gotta eat it.
Even desperation, you know.
What happened to you? You were gonna kill people for us. Like,
No, I'm saying like you don't have to be desperate to try.
Oh.
it. No, I meant it the other way.
you go worse then.
This podcast is making it worse, man. Last week we talked about cannibals. This week we're talking about cannibalism.
No.
This is the third time we're gonna try it.
No. One of the fun activities we're gonna try in August. It's like,
We need a guest volunteer.
but yeah, I think we're good with covering all this stuff. But we're definitely gonna do the challenge.
Oh, one more thing. Guys, we're going to start a new section. It's called Fucked or Not. And basically, it's going to be jokes that are very dark, hopefully. Because, yeah, jokes that are very dark that we don't usually do on this podcast. We're going to do in that section. And we're going to start posting it very soon. So you guys stay tuned. It's probably going to, the first episode is going to come out right after this one, right?
I think the first one might come out before this one. That's
Okay,
the problem.
well,
the first one has already come out.
check it out. Go check it out. And if you're a person that gets offended easily, well, first of all, you probably have been offended by now and you left. But if you think this is your limit, don't check the other one. That's not for you. That one is slightly darker than this. But guys or girls that like dark humor, you might like it. Give it a try.
And also, don't forget, we're doing dark humors and also fucked up scenarios.
Right.
So
yeah.
if you have any fucked up scenario or any dark jokes you like to share,
Check us out on social media.
Comments.
Message us on Instagram.
easier
Anywhere.
comment.
Yeah,
but,
comment anything you guys want. If you guys like this sort of content, don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next week. Oh, and for the Ibrahim fans, for the guys that don't know, Ibrahim was an influencer we brought on a couple of episodes ago, and a lot of people requested to bring him back. So that's in the works. That's going to come out soon, hopefully.
Probably next episode.
Maybe,
after he'll be
maybe.
coming.
Let's see.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. See you guys next week.
See you guys.